With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
If we talk about this question, in this question we are asked that how would you choose between two characteristics to be used for developing a hierarchy in classification, right? So if we discuss about this question, whenever we are developing a hierarchy in classification, so we have to choose between two characteristic, which one we will choose. So basically we will choose that characteristic, right? We will choose that characteristic which is more basic, right? Which is more basic, that should be chosen or considered first, right? Now after that, after this, we will choose, right? Next we will choose that characteristic, right? We will choose that characteristic which is dependent on the previous one, right? Which is dependent on the previous one, right? So that is dependent on the previous one and would decide the variety in the next level for developing a hierarchy in classification. So first we will choose that characteristic which is the most basic one, and then the next one we'll choose that characteristic which is dependent on the previous one. So in case of classification of animals, the characteristic that should be used to classify in a hierarchy are, first of all, depends on the type of nucleus, right? The first characteristic is the type of nucleus, whether it is poorly defined or poorly developed, or it is well developed, right? So if it is poorly developed, then the organism will be a prokaryote, or the cell will be a prokaryotic cell, right? Prokaryotic cell. And if the nucleus is well developed, then it will be eukaryotic cell, or the eukaryotes, right? So the first criteria, the first characteristic we'll choose is to define whether the organism is prokaryotic or eukaryotic. Now the next is dependent on the previous one, so that should be the type of cell it is, right? The next characteristic should be the type of cell, whether the organism is unicellular, right? Or it is made up of one cell, or it is many celled, right? Or multicellular. And lastly, after this, so these are the two main characteristics we have to, the most basic ones that we have to choose. The first is the type of nucleus, then the type of the cell, and the third one that we can go for is the mode of nutrition, right? Then it is the mode of nutrition. So that's basically whether the organism is autotrophic, right? Or the organism is heterotrophic. Right. So if we discuss between them, so the most basic characteristic that we'll choose between that we'll choose to develop a hierarchy in classification, the first one will be the type of nucleus, second will be the type of cell, and then the mode of nutrition, right?
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.